computer. Okay, and there should be to share to Facebook. Okay, and live on Facebook. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop recording just a second. We are live today with Amy Amaral with Aflac. I'm just going to share my screen first because this is our, here we go, Back to Business Celebration Week. So this is sponsored by Florida Power and Light. We truly appreciate all that they are doing to promote businesses being reopened and being back to business. So we are having a number of live streams that we're doing both in person and virtually. So we really want to thank Florida Power and Light for sponsoring our Back to Business Celebration Week for the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce. And I will stop sharing that screen so that we can get back to Amy, and then we can have our conversation. So Amy, I know that things are a little different right now. Tell me a little bit about what's been going on with you and your company Aflac. Tell us a little bit about you and what you'd like to share with our live stream.
Sure. Well, I think a lot of people know Aflac, being established for many, many years and having the oldest cancer plan, an ethical company, Fortune 500, and one of the best places to work. Our company's been donating and really truly up to speed as far as their donations in many, many ways. They do it ongoing, and they certainly didn't let up when it came to COVID, not only for the people in the hospital settings where they were donating masks and essential equipment and whatnot, but also for the employees, which was really very heartwarming for me, being a home business. And since everyone was home, it's kind of funny because I have a little bit of, background as far as working from home and other people not. But the company offered many, many, many trainings and, product trainings and tech trainings and just all sorts of things. So they really, they just made us all smile just like they always do. Mm-hmm.
Did they have the duck?
Everybody has the duck.
I'm sure they do. It's very good.
Yep. So we're working virtually. We'll work virtually. We'll work for not only virtually for our discovery meetings, but also for enrollments, meeting the needs of our businesses and, our individuals that would want, meeting with us to talk about a little bit about their insurance plans and that type of thing.
So can you do everything on Zoom, or do you have to meet with people in person if they're looking at getting a new policy?
Oh, we can definitely do virtual. I don't know exactly which platform. We have been trained on probably 4 or 5.
Oh, wow.
Or with the experience, I should say, of 4 or 5. So I think we're pretty much up to speed as far as meeting the needs of what's going on out there with COVID. I think we're going to be okay. Aflac offers supplemental insurance, and we've certainly seen claims coming in for COVID. With our supplemental insurance, it looks out for employees. It works well with their benefits. Supplemental insurance pays directly to the policyholder. The check's going to come in the mail, or it's going to go right to your checking account. And that way they can use that money for whatever they need. They can put it toward bills, medical bills. They can, make a car payment with it. They can put food on their table. They can put it in the bank. Totally up to them.
So that supplemental insurance, is it for any like incident that happens where they're not able to work, or how does that work? That policy.
If we talk payroll plans, companies from 3 employees to say 99 employees, we have payroll plans that we can offer them. What it does is it gives their employee a chance to have these policies at a lower rate. So we have most popular of our policies, I would have to say, is the accident plan. And it covers things on or off the job. It covers, there's an initial hospital benefit. It covers for things like a therapy. It can pay for an ambulance. If your child is involved in a sports activity, which can be documented, there's an additional payout for that. And we also have wellness benefits on our accident plan. And of course, we have different levels of coverage and that sort of thing. There's a hospital plan that, again, many levels of coverage. And hospital is pretty much a hospital plan, just like it says. It's hospital confinement, it's for emergency room, and there are a few non-emergency situations that covers a physician visit, for example. And another popular one is our short-term disability. And short-term disability is great because, if something happens to an employee, say on a weekend, they come in on a Monday, they are thinking about, they work the day, but they're kind of thinking about filing a claim for workers' comp. This can kind of deter them from that and keep them on the straight and narrow. If they have a short-term disability plan, and it's deemed that they're going to be out of work for a length of time, kind of takes the pressure off the employer in the sense that, the guy comes to you and says, I can't make my rent, need a little extra for a car payment, can you help me out? So it kind of like removes that from the employer. Those are probably our top 3.
Okay.
And we have our life insurance policies, we have dental and vision, and also our cancer plan, our oldest and truest cancer plan in many, many levels, paying wellness benefits, pays a benefit when when it's diagnosed, and it continues to back you up for the whole way through. So, I have to say I'm truly honored to be part of the Aflac family, and I'm just thrilled with it. I've seen it work, and it's a good plan. They're good plans.
That's great. So anything that is something you recommend that people really have a look at that would really, it's one of those things that is your most popular? Is that the cancer one, or is there another one that you recommend that should, if you have different insurances, this is one that should be in your portfolio?
Personally, I like the accident plan because it covers a lot of bases. It covers, you tripped and fell. It covers you were in a car accident. It covers the daily things. Some of the other plans, like cancer, you might have it in your family. It hasn't, it had kind of like been off on the side for a while. You're like, okay, is it going to hit this generation? Then get a cancer plan.
Sure.
So, it's all up to the individual.
Okay.
To, when we sit down and talk with them and try to bring out what would be the best for them, but at the end of the day, it's their decision.
And so how would people get in touch with you if they are wanting to reach out to you for information or just to talk? What's your contact information?
My contact information is via the Greater Palm Bay Chamber of Commerce website. you'll find me as a member.
Yep.
And it will give you all my contact information easily and right in front of you. You're welcome to give me a call. My cell line is not from our area code here on Space Coast, but it's 845-798-3108. And I'll be happy to meet you and make an appointment, meet you out somewhere, or, you know, whatever works for you.
Perfect. And if they wanted to just email you straight from this, what would be the best email address?
Best email is Amy, AMY, _ AMARAL at us.aflac.com.
Perfect. And we'll make sure we get that in the recording too, so that they're able to reach out to you as well. So thank you so much, Amy. We're so glad. I know you were never not in business, but we are glad you're able to celebrate our Back to Business Week. We also want to thank, once again, Florida Power and Light for our sponsor for this whole week. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're only in day 2, but we have a lot more to go. So join us every day for another Back to Business celebration. So thank you, Amy.
Thank you. I look forward to it.
Thanks.